Sunday morning, backing up from a ride, yesterday's ride so back-to-back rides. Sucker for punishment. My back's a little bit sore from yesterday, to be honest. I've got a new fella with me today, one of our Coast Guard colleagues. He's on a brand spanking new CF Moto 450, so we're just going to poke up to the bottom of Harvey's range, have a little bit of a look, just so he can put some kilometres on his bike, 'cause it's still going through the breaking in process. It's always good to get out on any motorcycle. Tell you what, I pulled into that survey there, that Coffee Cartel at the Caltex Cannon Park. There was a whole heap of fellas there on enduro bikes, probably about 10 of them. I sat there waiting for Jason behind me this morning, and those 10 left, and I reckon while I was waiting for him, probably another 5 or 6 went past. So obviously Sunday's a day to go for a ride. I don't know whether my head's too close, is it? We'll see. You might just have my big fucking noggin in the road.
Jason and I have entered this track at an undisclosed location, and what we're going to do now is make our way back down the escarpment. This track has it all. It has steep down hills, steep up hills, a number of little creek crossings. It's muddy, it's windy, there's rocks, there's washouts, and I just want to apologise in advance for my heavy breathing, but trying to manhandle a 220 kilogram bike through this can be quite challenging at the best of times. And as you'll see, probably halfway through, I actually dropped the bike on its left-hand side for the first time in 2026.
Well, this is a good track. It's fairly well used. It'll be a lot different coming up the other way, because it's all downhill at the moment. So
I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I'm actually backing up from a ride whereby I went on the 31st of January, which was a Saturday, with Rick on the Pan American and Rob on his BMW GS. And I dropped the video on YouTube for you to have a look at. I'll put a link in the description. It's called Dirt, Laughter and Adventure Bikes, where the three of us done about 400 kilometres. So now it's Sunday the 1st of February when this footage was filmed, and as I said at the beginning, my back was a little bit sore. Must be getting soft in my old age.
oh, how cool's that? That is cool as. God, here we go.
It's difficult to capture with these cameras actually how steep some of these downhill sections were and how tight this track was. When I sit back and edit the footage and I look at it, I think it was much steeper than that. So at times the cameras don't do it justice. What I was thinking, however, as I drive along through some of this beautiful countryside, I'm thinking how good would it be to come and do, and here's the drop. So that's what happens when you stop a T7 with some dead ground or low ground on your left-hand side and you've got short arse legs. Okay, the bike gets off the centre of gravity and it becomes extremely difficult to hold up, and I've just let it fall down. There was no damage, and this has occurred, actually this has happened to me on a number of occasions, and I should know better, but sometimes, to be honest, I fail to think and I stop where I shouldn't stop.
Hey? Oh, I have. I would have struggled there because it's lifting it uphill. I shouldn't have stopped there because it's at low ground there.
As I was saying before, the bike decided to have a little bit of a rest. What I'm thinking of doing, and what I will actually do, is sometime over the next couple of weeks I'm going to come up here during the week with my camp gear, and I'm going to do a sneaky overnighter and set up a bush camp off to the side of the track somewhere, cook a meal, just sit back and relax and get in touch with nature.
Fuck! Yeah, exactly. I thought the grass might hold me up.
So that was a problem, I didn't think. So the bike's become extremely bogged here, and if I was by myself it would have been very difficult to get out.
Fuck me, how?
A big heavy bike bogged down to the back swing arm. And I thought about it when I got home, and I said I would have had a really great difficulty trying to get that bike out of there. So that was two of us. So we managed to manhandle the bike out. In actual fact, I would have been better just going straight through, as Jason's doing here, and not going off to the right-hand side in the soft grass.
I hate water. First big water one for 2026.
Come on, Robert, you're over-exaggerating there. This water crossing wasn't that big. It was boggy and it was very sandy. You probably heard me mention in a number of my other videos, the T7 and I have a love-hate relationship with the water. Mid last year I was up on the Kirrama Range and the bike tipped me off going through a fairly deep water crossing, and I've submerged the bike. I was lucky enough to get it going again and get out of there, and ever since then I've been a little bit dubious on this beast going across these water crossings. However, on the last two occasions I've won out. Go back and have a look at the video across the Bogged. I nailed that one, and I've nailed a couple of others, so I'm starting to have a win.
Well, that was a good little track. Well, it's not finished yet, for God's sake.